It's story time. Story, story, story time. Let's read it story time. Story, story, story time. Get the story time. Story, story, story time. You and me, it's story time. Story, story, story time. Let's achieve. Hello, my beautiful K crew, and happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're doing well and, of course, making sure to stay safe. Now, today we have another special author feature. Today, we will take a look at a book from new author Rashad Patterson. He has written an important book that is the first of its kind, I think. And so, without further ado, the book we will be reading tonight is called Slow Money is Better Than No Money, written by Rashad Patterson. You ready to see what this book is all about? Ready, set, let's begin. Slow Money is Better Than No Money, written by Rashad Patterson. Here we go. You know, that title alone is the truth for real. Here we go. In many urban environments, working a job isn't considered cool. Due to a lack of resources, many inner-city youth resort to alternative methods in making a living. How can you stand up on your feet all day making $8 an hour? Hard work pays off. He is so right. Hard work does pay off, and it will pay off. Atlanta, Georgia. Tyrone is 16 years old. He recently got hired at a restaurant near his house. While walking to work, Tyrone is approached by a group of boys, harassing him about his job. The boys try to persuade Tyrone to quit his job. Tyrone ignores the boys and continues walking to work. What if he quit? Quit and do what? Little bro, we out here getting this paperwork. Yes, sir, you need to get like us. I'm good. I'd rather earn my money the honest way, which is the best way. Yes, Tyrone. Don't listen to them. After a 10-minute walk down Cashby Street, Tyrone arrives at work. Tyrone's manager, Mr. Walker, opens the door so Tyrone can enter into the restaurant. Good morning, Tyrone. I need you to take the trash outside and mop the floor. Mr. Walker gives Tyrone different tasks to complete as he starts his shift. Tyrone takes the trash outside, then he mops the floor. After completing his tasks, Tyrone turns on the grill and fryer. The first customer of the day orders a number one. The number one consists of a double cheeseburger, fries, and a drink. Hello, how may I serve you? I would like to order the number one. So he's doing the flipping and grilling. The restaurant was extremely busy for a Monday. Tyrone was unable to take a break. Before closing the restaurant, Tyrone mops the floor and empties the trash. Mr. Walker counts the money from the register and puts it in the safe. Mr. Walker and Tyrone lock the door to the restaurant and head home. Mr. Walker, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, have a good night, Tyrone. He had a good day at work. He earned some cash. Tyrone begins his 10-minute walk home. While walking home, Tyrone is approached by Mel and Lil Jerry. Mel and Lil Jerry harass Tyrone about his job. Tyrone ignores Mel and Lil Jerry and continues to walk home. Burger boy, holla at us when you ready to make some real money. Burger boy, how was work today? When Tyrone arrives home, he irons his work clothes for the next day. After ironing his work clothes, Tyrone goes to sleep. He got big man responsibilities tomorrow. He gotta go to work. The next morning, Tyrone is awakened by his alarm clock. After eating breakfast, Tyrone walks to work. While walking to work, Tyrone sees a police officer arresting little Jerry. He's going in to do what he needs to do, and look, from him just hanging on around the block all day long, where is he going? To jail. Tyrone arrives to work 15 minutes early. Mr. Walker compliments Tyrone for his hard work and his dedication to the job. I appreciate your hard work, Tyrone. The restaurant was extremely busy from lunchtime to closing. Hello, how may I serve you? I would like to order a salmon salad. Busy, busy, busy. Before the shift ended, Mr. Walker passes out paychecks to all employees. The next morning, Tyrone wakes up early to deposit his check into his bank account. Tyrone saves 70% of his money and lives off the remaining 30%. Oh, that's very good. It's so good to save your money. So say he made $100 from working. He'll put $70 in the bank to save for a rainy day, so he can buy something big. And then the 30% he can use to buy some food or maybe buy a t-shirt somewhere or, whatever he wants to do with that last 30%. After leaving the bank, Tyrone heads to work. While walking to work, Tyrone passes Mel and Lil Jerry. Lil Jerry was released from jail earlier that morning. Mel and Lil Jerry harass Tyrone as usual about working a job. Tyrone arrives at work 15 minutes early. Mr. Walker opens the door for Tyrone and tells him he needs to talk to him. Tyrone and Mr. Walker walk to the back office. Mr. Walker offers Tyrone a position as supervisor and gives him a $2 raise. Tyrone accepts the position as supervisor. Tyrone, I want to offer you a position as supervisor. Thank you, Mr. Walker. See, look at Tyrone. His hard work is paying off. He was able to get a better position and a $2 raise. That is amazing. And look, from them hanging out on the corner all day, what has happened with them? They've been to jail. Since Tyrone has accepted the position as supervisor, he is responsible for opening the store, handling customer complaints, and inventory. Remember, Lisa, the customer is always right. Okay, Tyrone. Tyrone walks to the back of the restaurant to unload the new inventory for the week. 2 boxes of fries are missing from the inventory order. Ooh, sorry, we will have the boxes of fries in an hour. See, he's doing his due diligence. The food truck returns later that day before the restaurant closes to deliver the missing boxes of fries. Tyrone begins his 10-minute walk home. While walking home, Tyrone is approached by Mel and Lil Jerry. Mel and Lil Jerry harass Tyrone about his job. Tyrone ignores Mel and Lil Jerry and continues to walk home. Burger Boy got a promotion. That's a good thing. I don't know why they trying to tease him about it. That's a good thing. After a 15-minute walk from work, Tyrone arrives home. Tyrone turns on his stereo and falls asleep. The next morning, on his day off, Tyrone decides to go to a car dealership. After the car salesman checks Tyrone's credit, he is allowed to purchase a car with a down payment of $1,000. See what happens when you save your money? Every time he got a check, he was able to put some away, and look what he was able to buy with it, with that money. He was able to buy a car and put a down payment on it. After purchasing his car, Tyrone drives home. Tyrone passes Mel and Lil Jerry on his way home. Tyrone parks his car in the driveway and walks in the house. Tyrone's mother is looking out of the window when he drives up. Oh, I wonder how she feel. I know she like, that's my baby. He doing big things. After talking to his mother, Tyrone goes to his room. Tyrone, I'm so proud of you. Tyrone irons his clothes before he goes to bed. Around 10 o'clock p.m., Tyrone falls asleep. He's a hard-working young man doing big things. He got the job. He works hard. And since he works hard, he was able to get a promotion, a raise, and now a car. What? Hard work really does pay off. I'm telling you. Tyrone's alarm clock wakes him up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Tyrone gets up, brushes his teeth, and takes a shower. After eating breakfast, Tyrone starts his car and pulls out of the driveway. While driving to work, Tyrone sees Mel and Lil Jerry getting arrested on the corner of Cashby and Hunter Street. All those good things happening to Tyrone because he's doing everything the right way. He's making a hard-earned living the honest way, and they're doing the opposite. And what happened to them? He gets a car, and they go to jail. They're not doing what they're supposed to. The employees prepare for the lunch rush. Mel and Lil Jerry come to the restaurant to order some food. While ordering food, they harass Tyrone about his job. "Hello, how may I serve you? We've been on Cashby and Hunter Street working all day." Mel and Lil Jerry flash a large amount of money in the restaurant. They trying to show off. But little do they know, he probably got more money than them. Honestly. He just know how to put it up in a bank and save it. After the lunch rush, the restaurant was extremely slow. So Tyrone closes the restaurant early. While driving home from work, Tyrone sees Mel and Lil Jerry getting arrested again. And they was just in the restaurant flashing all that money. What can they do now with all that money if they in jail? You can't spend it like y'all do. How it is. So he gets to earn his money and keep it. They earn it and then they go to jail. So they can't keep it. 10 minutes later, Tyrone arrives home. Tyrone parks his car in the driveway and walks in the house. Tyrone watches television for an hour before going to bed. When Tyrone starts school, he will only be able to work 4 days a week. The next morning, Tyrone eats breakfast before he goes to work. After eating breakfast, Tyrone starts his car and heads to work. I am so proud of Tyrone. While driving to work, Tyrone doesn't see Mel and Lil Jerry on Cashby and Hunter Street because they are still in jail. Tyrone continues to work at the restaurant until he graduates from high school. After graduating from high school, he enrolls in college. Tyrone decides to major in sociology. Mel and Lil Jerry continue to get arrested at the corner of Cashby and Hunter Street. After multiple arrests, Mel and Lil Jerry have to serve time in prison. So look, there's two choices in life. You could be like Tyrone, get a good job, work real hard, and you get promoted and get to buy a car and eventually go to school, graduate, go to school, get a house, have a good life where you won't have to worry about going to jail. Or you could choose this path to find other ways to make money that is not legal and it's not the right way. And it will just end up you going back and forth to jail and can't even spend your own money, honestly. So which path are you going to choose? Be like Tyrone. And here's a song that our author created. I will make sure to plug that in the description box, so be on the lookout for that. And here's our glossary. The end. Yes, K-Crew! This book was the truth. A lot of inner city kids are exposed to situations like this. But please, always remember to go the honest and right way about things, because hard work really does pay off. Now, I hope you enjoyed reading this book as much as I did. To find your copy, make sure to head on over to his website and also be sure to follow him on social media and YouTube. Mr. Rashad, thank you so much for writing this book. I'm from the south side of Chicago, and I want this in every school in my community. I thank you all out there for joining me, but it's time to sing goodbye. Are you ready? Here we go. Goodbye, 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 my friends. Goodbye to you. I hope to see you again real soon. Be proud of all your work tonight. Now climb in the bed and sleep real tight. On the count of 3, let's say goodnight. 1, 2, 3. Good night.